Unprecedented drama unfolded outside Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal residence on Thursday when he was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the Delhi liquor policy money laundering scam. So what is this case that finds almost all the senior leaders of Aam Aadmi Party behind bars? Well, this case pertains to alleged corruption and money laundering in formulating and executing the Delhi government's excise policy for 2021-22, which was then later scrapped. Under this policy, in a departure from norms in most states, the government no longer had anything to do with selling liquor and allowed only private shops to do so. Now, the central aim was to stop black marketing, increase revenue, and improve the consumer experience. It also allowed the home delivery of liquor and shops to stay open till 3 in the morning. Licensees could also offer unlimited discounts. The government reported a substantial 27% increase in income from this policy that generated around 8,900 crore rupees. However, the reforms soon ran into trouble, first with the Economic Offences Wing of the Delhi Police and then later with Delhi's new Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena. In July last year, the Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena recommended a CBI investigation into the Delhi excise policy of 2021-2022 after a report by the Delhi Chief Secretary who established prima facie violations of various acts and rules in addition to what they said, quote-unquote, deliberate and gross procedural lapses to provide undue benefits to liquor licensees. Now, at that time, the Excise Department was being headed by Manish Sisodia. On February 26, 2023, Delhi's former Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia was then arrested by the CBI and by the Enforcement Directorate a month later in this excise policy case. The LG reportedly found substantive indications of financial quid pro quo at the top political levels. Manish Sisodia was accused of undue financial favours to these liquor licensees much after the tenders had been awarded and thus causing a huge loss to the state exchequer. The probe agency levelled several kinds of allegations against the Aam Aadmi Party, from violating government rules and procedures to money laundering. The Enforcement Directorate even accused the Aam Aadmi Party government in Delhi of allegedly using a part of that kickbacks from the liquor scam to fund the party's campaign for the Goa Assembly election. The ED alleged that these funds were used in the election campaign of the Aam Aadmi Party for Goa Assembly, and cash payments to the tune of 70 lakh rupees were allegedly made to the volunteers who were part of the survey team. The Enforcement Directorate then alleged that Aam Aadmi Party's media head Vijay Nair, in connivance, had received kickbacks on behalf of leaders of Aam Aadmi Party amounting to the tune of 100 crore rupees from the so-called South Group. The allegation is that these kickbacks were paid in advance to the Aam Aadmi Party leaders through Aam Aadmi Party's media head Vijay Nair by this very South Group as part of the entire understanding. So what is this South Group and what role did it play in the Delhi liquor policy case? According to the Enforcement Directorate, prominent members of the South Group are Manguta Srinivasulu Reddy, a YSR Congress MP from Andhra Pradesh, his son Manguta Raghava Reddy, Sharath Reddy, who is a non-executive director of Aurobindo Pharma, and K. Kavita, the daughter of Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao. K. Kavita, in fact, was arrested last week by the Enforcement Directorate from Hyderabad in this liquor policy case. The ED investigation also goes on to reveal that K. Kavita, along with others, allegedly conspired with the top leaders of Aam Aadmi Party, including Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia, for getting favours in the Delhi excise policy formulation and implementation. The agency further claims in exchange for these favours, she was allegedly involved in paying 100 crore rupees to the leaders of Aam Aadmi Party. The Enforcement Directorate had questioned K. Kavita thrice last year in this case and once again summoned her this year, but she didn't depose, citing a Supreme Court direction that allowed her protection from any coercive action. The Enforcement Directorate had claimed that K. Kavita was linked to this South Group lobby of liquor traders who were trying to play a larger role under the now scrapped Delhi excise policy. The investigators further allege, by acts of corruption and conspiracy in the formulation and implementation of the Delhi excise policy 2021-22, There was a continuous stream of illegal funds in the form of kickbacks from the wholesalers that was generated for the Aam Aadmi Party. But the Aam Aadmi Party dismisses all charges, saying that the investigation is BJP's attempt to what they call a murder of democracy, muzzling free speech and settling old political scores. Meanwhile, the Enforcement Directorate has issued 9 summons to Kejriwal since October in the ongoing investigation that is also linked to the Delhi excise policy scam. However, the Chief Minister decided to give them a miss, citing political conspiracy against him and his party. Refusal to pay heed to these multiple intimations by the investigating agency led to his dramatic arrest on Thursday. Arvind Kejriwal's arrest has triggered a massive political storm and a unanimous condemnation from the opposition, who have called the ED's action a political witch hunt against their leaders and parties.